Hello there. I'm Bobbie Ann Cole, and as many of you know me already, I write as Bobbie Ann Cole. I just go about as Bobbie Cole, and the reason I write as Bobbie Ann Cole is because there's another writer called Bobbie Cole in the States, and she writes erotic fiction. I don't want to be confused with her. I am so sorry I couldn't be with you today. I hope you're having a wonderful time of fellowship and fun together. I would have loved to be there, but I'm actually in the UK, so having some family time. I helped some of the speakers who are speaking to you today about hope now, which is the theme of today's event. Looking for reasons for hope now and God's intervention in our lives that give us hope. And I know that Heidi wants to invite you to think about some stories of your own personal experience that have given you hope when you've known God is there and God is in it. And so I thought I'd give you some tips. There's basically three parts to your story. Your story has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. Well, that's not so very difficult to discern, but it also has a moment of transformation, which leaves you transformed. So those are stages 2 and 3 of your three parts in your story. Your moment of transformation is when the problem that you have, which is the part 1 of your story, is there's a change happens. There's some kind of change. You've perhaps had a realization. God has sent somebody or something, or you've seen in the Word how things are not as bad as you thought, how there is a turn for the better. You are on a journey for your story, and it may not be completely resolved yet, but it's something. I'm asking you to think about something where you know that you're on the way. So 3 parts to your story: the problem, which you have to describe if you're writing it down or if you're telling somebody, and the point of change when things start to get better or the scales drop from your eyes, and then the transformation, the how it has left you changed. As I say, even if it's only a few baby steps on the way to things getting better. And that's what makes any kind of story, and that is also what makes a God story. So I just wanted to give you an example of something that's happened recently in my life that's given me some hope. I have been, or I was, guilt-ridden for some time because when I was doing some training with Cru, Campus Crusade for Christ in Florida, and they were asking us to go deep into the story of the calming of the storm. And it was through something called Lectio Divina. Somebody kept reading the story of the calming of the storm to us over and over again, and inviting us to put ourselves in that story. And I did. I saw myself on the Sea of Galilee at Jesus' feet. And yes, you'd think that'd be wonderful. But he was saying, come. And I said, no, not unless you give me a good reason. I said no to Jesus. And this is some years ago, and it's bothered me ever since. Now, why did I say no? I have lived in Israel, and my vision of the Sea of Galilee, of course, was in Israel. And there I was sitting at Jesus' feet in his boat on the Sea of Galilee. And I did feel that I could not go back to Israel. It was too hard. Israel is tolerant of all faiths except one, and that is Jews who believe in Jesus. And Jewish believers they've crossed the line, they're traitors. And so I had to creep around when I lived there. And I really didn't feel that I was being honest. I was not being myself, and that got to me. So we eventually left, and so there I am telling Jesus, no, not unless you give me a good reason. And as I say, that has worried me and bothered me and filled me with guilt for some time. And just in the last few months, my husband and I, we have morning devotions, and we've been having a go at meditation. And I don't know, I was on that topic. I was considering that, and just something came to me. Just the words. It's not the where, it's the how. It's not the where, it's the how. So I've just described to you all my problem. That's the first part of the story. And this is the moment of transformation, this moment the scales fell from my eyes, the realization that I don't have to be in any one place to come to Jesus. And this transformation is buoyed up by some verses that really speak to me from the Bible. Actually, I was introduced to them by Werner a good decade ago, who preached on Revelation 3. I stand at the door and knock, and if you open up the door, I will come in and I will sit and eat with you. And he put up a picture of William Hunt of I stand at it's Jesus standing with a lamp in his hand in the forest at a cottage, and he's knocking at the door. And the thing about the door is there's no doorknob on it, and so you have to open the door yourself. He will not be opening the door. So that particular picture and verses that really speaks to me of it's not the where, it's the how. It's they just he will come to me. He will come to me wherever I am. I don't have to be in any one particular place. And the come is more about coming to him in my spirit and him coming to me in his. So that is my transformation. I am no longer guilty, or at least I no longer feel guilty, and that is my outcome. So my problem was that I said no to Jesus. My point of change was the realization or the hearing of the words from God. It's not the where, it's the how. And my outcome is that I am free of any feelings of guilt now. I know that I have understood that Jesus can come to me, and I am, as long as I open the door to him, excuse me, I'm a bit emotional, as long as I open the door to him, that can be anywhere. So I hope that helps you understand the three parts of your story. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful morning and great lunch together, and wish I was there. God bless you all.